What are we doing?
Publishing.
Public?
Publishing this page. Wowzers! It's officially up there.
Start buying.
Let's scroll down. Me today, all over.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
It's officially my pretty much very first day of starting my jewelry business, which is called Simplicity. And I cannot even express like all the emotions I'm feeling. Like I feel like this is the start of this new chapter for me, this new chapter of my life. And I am so ready for it. And I know there's going to be bumps on the road, and mistakes here and there. At the end of the day, we are human, no one's perfect. But my thing is, as long as you do everything and anything with love and with the right intentions, God is going to give you back so much more. Good or bad, it always comes back to you. So why not just be good and pick the good? Like, if you want good things for yourself, be a good person. Do it with love. Do it with a good heart, with good intention. These last couple months that I've been away from complete social media, and I just put all the focus and attention to me and my energy and my thoughts and my way of being, my character. Like, I really reflected and analyzed my whole self and like worked on myself, like I saw some things I didn't like. I saw some things I wanted to change. I saw some things I wasn't okay with anymore that I still held in me. I just like one day, literally, like I just got tired of feeling the way I was feeling and feeling like I was just amounting to nothing, getting nowhere. And the fact that I had so many ideas and so many goals and just so many things I wanted to have and do for myself, but I never did. And I asked myself, like, if you want all these things, like, what are you waiting for? Like you literally have all the time in the world right now. So what are you doing wasting your time on other stuff? So I told myself, like, I have to take this serious. Like, every time I put myself to do something, it's always been for just a temporary time. For instance, my fitness goals have always been short term. It was always just for an occasion, just to look good for something coming up. But after that, it's like back to square one. And for what? Like, you kill yourself to diet and I don't know what, to lose whatever pounds you want to lose, just to start back at square one and kill yourself all over again. Like, I was tired of doing that. I was like, okay, well, this isn't getting me nowhere, these short-term goals of mine. Honestly, like, I just told myself it was time to change my mentality. Like, it was my thinking process that wasn't allowing me to go for things I wanted to do, And I figured out that it's because my mind was just so clouded from all this other negativity that I held inside of me. And by I mean negativity, like, I mean literally just everything that came to my mind, and I was just tired of them floating around there. Like, I wanted them completely gone. So I learned that the only way to have a clear mind, the only way to be at peace with yourself is to make peace with the hurt, make peace with the pain, make peace with the chaos that's going on inside of you. Like, by making peace, I literally mean like make peace with it, like make amends with it, forgive it, talk to it. Don't just wait till you're driving down the freeway again and this sudden thought pops into your mind and it's been eating you alive for the longest. Like, don't you think it's time you let that go to rest? Like, don't you want your mind at peace? Don't you want yourself at peace? I feel like my mind back then was everywhere. Like, I can't even begin to explain where it's been. But just the fact that like this my simplicity line was just a thought, you know. Um, it was a spontaneous day to the beach, to Laguna Beach, and that day, like, well, I mean, I don't know if you have not gone to Laguna Beach, go now. Like, you're missing out. It's one of the most beautiful beaches. It's just so calming and relaxing, and like, it's just a place where you can kind of clear your mind, you know. And I remember just like looking at the waves and thinking, and that's when I started like spotting the most beautiful rocks and the most beautiful seashells and sea glass, which I have never seen before. And I was literally like a little kid picking up seashells and making like a whole ass collection pile on the side. And I remember telling my boyfriend, like, what if I like create it this way? Like, these rocks were beautiful. And so I was started looking into rock tumbling and like polishing them and wire wrapping them. So I had seen a couple YouTube videos where I had to get a Dremel kit to polish and to like, you know, I wanted to carve on the stones and whatnot and like just be creative with it. So I got my Dremel kit. I'm assuming I didn't get the right one because like the Dremel kit that I had gotten, it didn't, like, it was too weak to cut and carve into the rocks, the stones. So I was like, F my life. Like, I got this. Now what am I supposed to do with all these rocks and seashells? And what am I supposed to do with this kit, you know? So the more I started watching all these YouTube videos on like pretty much what to do with it, it took me to like wire wrapping crystals. And then it started getting me into like wire wrapped jewelry. And
the rest was history.
literally, like, I just got more into it and I was like, wow, like, if this isn't the universe talking, then I don't know what is, because literally, like, I got what I asked for, you know? And I was like, okay, well, I can't let this like opportunity go to waste. Like, I want something of mine. I want to start something of mine. And if I'm going to start something, I just really wanted it to be authentic and me. So I purchased this. It's a little messy right now, sorry. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. On Amazon for like no more than 10 bucks. And it comes with ear wires, clasps, jump rings, head pins, and the spacer beads, and what do you call it? These thingies, whatever you call these thingies, that go in the back of the earring. So I purchased that and I went to LA and I just picked out a couple beads just to start off. Like, literally, I was like, let's just see what I can come up with, you know, kind of for fun, just to. And sure enough, like, I really, really like just fell in love with it. It's really tedious. I think I learned that I love really tedious things. Why? I do not know. But it's very therapeutic to me also. Like, I just get in the zone, I play my music, and I don't know, I just get into it. I'm just really, really excited to see where this is going to take us. Like, not just me, but when I say us, I mean whoever is tagging along with me on this new journey, because it's not just for me. Like, this is my way of like wanting to just connect with people and show the world that you are more than capable of doing anything you put your mind to. Like, like I said, if you were to ask me, like, even 2 years ago, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I always choked because I never allowed myself to even think that far ahead, like I said, because I just always thought my goals were too far to reach. I thought I was never going to get there. But now, like, I just have this whole different mentality and this whole different perspective where, like, I know I'm going to get there. Like, I don't care how many struggles I'm going to go through or I have to go through. Like, I know I'm going to push through every single obstacle, because every single other obstacle that has ever gotten in my way till this day, I've overcame. I think the part that I'm just more proud of, followed through, and I'm now doing this, but I have the best support system around me, and I could have never done it without them. I feel like having the time to really work and focus on bettering myself as just a human in general, like, has gave me maximum capacity to just overlook all the BS going on, overlook all the negativity. Like, I just have too much that I have planned that I want to accomplish to be sidetracked right now. This life is too short and random to not go after what you want to do, to not do what you love. When you have been a certain way, like, almost the entire years you've been living, and you see that it is possible to change certain habits of yours that you may not like, that you think are stuck with you forever, well, let me tell you, they are not. They are very well much able to be changed if you just really try hard enough, honestly. Like, I think that most of us fail right when we're like about to get there. And we fail because we don't believe in ourselves. That's basically it. Like, if you are scared of something, whatever the situation may be, it's because you're not having faith. You're not having faith in God's plan. You're not having faith in that everything plays out the way they should, good or bad. Like, it's meant for a reason. That's why it's important to always just do everything with a good heart. Just be
A freaking good human, you know?
like, do good things will come, good things will happen to you, so many blessings will come your way. Do bad things, well, then you're a bad person and bad karma is gonna come to you. I know I still have a lot to learn, because learning is just never ending, there's always something to learn. I just feel like I'm trying to catch up from everything I neglected in my early 20s, like all the wisdom and knowledge and advice that I never listened to when my dad would talk to me about things. Like came in through one year and out the other, basically. And I'm just glad that it eventually just clicked in my head. You just gotta have faith, that you were just meant for so much more. Like I will strongly believe we all have a purpose in this world. And I believe the goal in life is to find that purpose and do it with so much love. I've always felt that my calling in this life was to some way, like, to help others. I feel like I've gone through a lot of pain in my life. It's humbled me. It's changed me, and it's molded me to the person I am now today. But all of those things that I went through, like, before I would, be so mad and hold so much resentment towards mistakes I made, all the pain I went through, all the traumas, you name it. Like, I just never forgave any of it, so I always lingered in the back of my mind, and it's always been something that's haunted me. And I learned that just once you make peace with all of that, like, literally nothing can faze you. Nothing and no one can faze you, because you're just so content with yourself that you literally feel like unstoppable, and you feel like you can do just about anything. And that's the level I'm just trying to be on, not just temporary, but for good. Is what I'm working on, and right now I'm doing the second piece. And this is for a very, very good friend of mine. I'm so excited to give these to her and personally deliver them. And I'm just really excited. Like, I'm excited. Like, I literally screamed at my first sale. Even though as a friend, I don't care. Like, a sale's a sale, and I know this is only the start. So I can't imagine. I just can't imagine, like, in another month, in a year, like, we're gonna grow. We're gonna grow, and we're gonna do good, and we are going to thrive and strive for more and better. Because you just can never stop. You can never plateau yourself in anything. You always want to be better than you were the day before. And just keep in mind that you are literally your only competition. So don't look to be better than the people around you, because at the end of the day, we're all on a different path. We're all on a different journey. A completely different journey. And, like, just focus on you, Focus on you and give it all you got, honestly. Just give it all you got, because there's a lot in you. There's a lot in all of us that we just don't see it until someone has to remind you. And just don't stop. That's all I can say is don't stop and don't give up.
I want to talk to you.
Not now, later.
No, now. I still love you. I want to talk to you.
Not now, later.
No, now.